not to come to
What's going on?
what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that belongs to you. I had a sosine bigebi. He said,
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate every one of you who has been patient to join me. This evening is so terrible The attack on my platform today is very, very terrible. I don't know why the attack is so much that a program I started the program and it was blanked. I couldn't be able to proceed on the program. They attacked the program and they brought it down. I have to start afresh again without notification. The first program, which I was supposed to hold with notification, they blocked it and they attacked it and made sure that that program didn't fly. But because we are doing the work of Chukwu Okukabiam on behalf of Biafran people, we will not stop. No matter the attack, no matter the propaganda, no matter the blackmail against us, no matter the media war, we can't stop. That is why each time I come online, I always beg you that when you join, please you share. When you are sharing, that is the only way we can overcome all this attack. Your sharing is the only way we can overcome that. Without that, your sharing, it is going to be difficult for us to overcome the attack that is coming. So each time you come on the platform, please try and share. As I'm telling you to share, I'm also sharing on every platform where I belong. I also share. I share to friends, I share to enemies, I share to everybody that needs to share. So I urge you to do the same. Please, as you join the platform, endeavor to share. Endeavor to share so that other people can get the notification, or other people can be called into the program, because the attack is so much. The attack is so much. It's unbelievable. No? It's unbelievable. I started this program before. I couldn't be able to move forward. I couldn't be able to carry on the program because they put a stop to it. I couldn't be, there was even no single person was invited. No single viewer was able to come in because it was blocked. So I had to start all over again. So please, I beg you, as you have been patient to join and be there up to now, please kindly share the program to your own platform. Kindly share and also click like. Click like. That is the way we can overcome this attack. The attack is so much on the media. So you can imagine what the convention, what we are facing. What we are facing. This is the only place we have our voice. It's only here that we have a voice that we can be able to speak. But yet, they are fighting day in, day out to make sure that they stop us. They are fighting on all angles, on different ways to make sure they stop us. But we cannot run away because of them. We cannot chicken out. That is why we need your help. Please like and share. Click like. When you click like, as soon as you join, you click like and you share to one person. That is the only way we can overcome this attack. Without you sharing, it's going to be difficult. They have decided to destroy all the plans I have and all that. But I will not stop. I will still continue to preach my message and my gospel. Today, I am here once again to speak to my fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much, Amoku. Thank you so much, Amoku. Mwizi, God bless. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate those of you who have been patient to join. I know it's not easy. Taking you out and you coming in, taking you out, coming in is not easy. I appreciate every one of you that will be patient enough to stay around up to this minute. I appreciate you because this time we will not allow them, no matter how they try to stop us, no matter how they try to push us back, we will continue to fight on and fight on and fight on until we get to our destination. Until we get to our destination. The attack is so much on the social media against Biafran people, more especially the genuine Biafrans. The attack is coming from the Zoological Republic. The attack is coming from even those who claim to be your fellow broadcasters. Ken Chieku, thank you so much for joining. Ken Chieku, thank you so much. Even those who claim to be a fellow broadcasters, they attack you, they oppress you, they make sure that your video doesn't fly. The Zoological Republic is also paying into social media networks and make sure that they stop us from broadcasting. But are we going to stop? I can't stop. And if I cannot stop, why are you going to stop? You are going to help me to stand firm. It is you that is in the comment section, you that is watching me. You are going to help me to continue to preach this gospel of Biafra until we get into Biafra. And the way you can help me is by sharing and also by liking. You click like and you share. If you don't like and you don't click share, they are going to kick us out. That is what they do. They will kick us out. They will make sure the oppressors and the people cannot get out. But remember, information is key. The stage that we are now, information is key. There are so many propaganda against Biafra. So many propaganda against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. Master Simon Ekpa have been so many propaganda against him. They are trying to drag him to mud. They are trying to bring him down. And we in the media, it is a responsibility to continue to respond to all these clowns. All these idiots, we continue to respond to them. So you have to play your own role by helping us to share and like. That is where we can overcome them. The more we continue to push on, you continue to help on your own side, you like and you share, we will continue to overcome them, and they can never ever defeat us. Today, you know the situation that we are in. Today, you know what is going on the social media. Every place you go, and it's a propaganda against Master Simon Ekpa. Any place you go, it's a propaganda against Simon Ekpa. Any place you go, they are either talking against Simon Ekpa in one way or the other. Some of them cannot even talk about the real thing. Today, you can see Biafra land is bleeding. Biafra land is seriously bleeding. Biafra land is bleeding. To be precise, a Hamufu. People are bleeding on that place. People's lives have been lost. Innocent life lost. But all of a sudden, everywhere is quiet. Everywhere is quiet, including those who claim to love Biafran people. They are all quiet. Their media is blank. The social media, those idiots, they are blank. Those who claim to be Biafrans, who claim to be your leaders and elites, they are blank. The politicians, the governors, the ministers, whatever you call them, all those people you call who are holding one position, they are all blank. Are you going to allow them to hold us? Are you going to allow them to make us go blank also? We can't go blank. That is why I come online. No matter the attack they bring, I will always come online. No matter how they stop me, no matter how they try to hinder me from preaching my message, I will continue to come online to shout and speak. Every single one of them that was shouting against Master Simon Ekpa in their platform, calling for his head, calling for his arrest, calling for this, calling this and that. Every single one of them, all of a sudden, something tragic has happened in Biafra land. A very tragic thing has happened. And none of them is speaking. Every single one of them have run back to their shelf and they pretend not to see it. They pretend not to hear it. It is we that are on the social media, the auto-populated IPOB, under the spokesmanship of Master Simon Ekpa. We are still the ones pushing forward and shouting and talking. When we say sit at home, they fight against it and they come and they kill innocent people and they want to put it on, blame it on us. But when the real criminals, when the terrorists take life of people, you will not see any one of them talk. You will not see one of them call the government out for protection. You never see them call anybody out. But when we ask for sit at home, for the security of our people, sit at home, for the legitimacy of our land and taking back our land, sit at home, they begin to demonize it. They begin to demonize it. How long shall we continue to allow these evil men to flourish? How long shall we continue to allow these evil men to continue to peddle their lies? We can't continue on this path. That is why it is very necessary that every one of us, if you're on the comment section today, you are part of the media. Everybody on this platform today, you're part of the media. Share this video and like. Share it and like. Let it reach to people. There are so many lies against us that must be debunked. So many falsehood that our Biafran people have to stay awake. We have to continue to wake up our Biafran brothers and sisters. We have to continue to create awareness. We have to continue to tell our brothers and sisters to stand up and sit up. This is not the time to sleep. It is not the time to sleep. The enemy is at the gate. The enemy is at the gate. If you are still sleeping at this time, I don't know when you're going to wake up. If you are a Biafran, not only Biafran, if you are from the southern part of Nigeria, the Oduduwa Biafran, if you are from this region and you are still sleeping at this moment, I don't know when you're going to wake up. I don't know when you're going to wake up. If you are still sleeping at this moment, I do not know when you are going to wake up. Every one of us have seen the bloodshed in a Hamufu. You have seen that the Fulani terrorists, they have come back again in full force, and they even brag. They come into the open and say they have come to stay, and they're not going back. This time they come out and they brag, and it is because the Zoological Republic is giving them a cover. When we say that the Nigerian government is a terrorist government, some people call it a hate speech. The world is watching and they are hearing us that this government is a terrorist government. They are the ones giving the Fulani terrorists cover. This is a place where we drove away the Fulani terrorists. We went to that place and drove them away. After we drove them away, the military came back there and destroyed lives and properties and burned houses. And after then, they now left it open now for the main terrorists to come back and begin to destroy life and take innocent life without any response from anybody, without any help from anybody. This is the situation we find ourselves. This is why any place you are, if you're a Biafran, you must not sleep. You must not sleep. You must not sleep. Keep your eyes on the ball. Stop listening to gossip and propaganda. Stop listening to gossip and propaganda. Today, there is one article that is they are spreading. This is what some idiots are good at. Some idiots, some clowns, even from the southern part of Nigeria, they are busy pushing lie, pushing propaganda and lie, blackmailing somebody that is fighting for their own life. Somebody that is fighting for them. You're welcome, Lady Diana. Thank you so much for joining. Somebody that is fighting for their life, they are busy demonizing him, calling him name. This is the kind of idiots we have in the southern part of Nigeria. They are busy while the Fulanese are preparing themselves, using all kind of weapons to launch attack against us with the cover of the terrorist government. Instead of finding the solution, they are busy fighting against somebody who is finding the solution, busy pushing blackmail and propaganda here and there. Blackmail against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. And I tell you that your blackmail cannot fly. Some of you must have seen an article. There's an article that is going around on social media today. There's an article written by one idiot called Divine Biron. Divine Biron, who claims to know Master Simon Ekpa very well. He says he knows Master Simon Ekpa. That he has done so many contracts for him. He has done this, he has done this. How Master Simon Ekpa was related to the royal family in Finland. How Simon Ekpa has properties all over the world. How Simon Ekpa has properties all over the country. How Simon Ekpa is a member of Interpol. How Simon Ekpa is... Liars. Bunch of liars. Liars. Somebody who doesn't have anything to do with Simon Ekpa. Somebody whom Master Simon Ekpa doesn't even know. Simon Ekpa doesn't know him from Adam. This is how they go in and begin to peddle lies, propaganda against an innocent man, a freedom fighter, a man that is fighting to free you. Instead of you to applaud him, instead of you to work with him, you are busy pushing propaganda and lies against him. In case you come against that article, it is a total lie. That idiot called himself Divine Biron doesn't have anything to do with Master Simon Ekpa. Master Simon Ekpa doesn't have anything to do with that Biron Divine or whatever I call it, Divine Biron. A clown. That Simon Ekpa have made arrangement with Russia that we should wait until when they finish the arrangement with Russia, that they will see what will happen. Talking trash, claiming what he doesn't know. You might, if you see such article, debunk it and tell them that that man is a madman. That idiot doesn't know Simon. He doesn't know Simon from Adam. He doesn't know Simon from Adam. All this blackmail you see, they are focused on trying to demonize Master Simon Ekpa. They are trying to portray him as one thing or the other. Before you know it, they begin to call him a fraudster. Before you know it, they begin to tell you how he collected money, how he did that. They begin to link him with one thing or the other. They always try to link Master Simon Ekpa with one thing or the other. A man that is as pure as anything. He's as pure as anything. His profile is open in the public. But that idiot came out and began to claim that he knows Master Simon Ekpa. Some of you must have seen the write-up. If you have not seen it, you will come across the write-up. When you come across that article, that idiot that wrote that article called himself Divine Biron. Divine Biron. An idiot who doesn't know Simon from Adam. He claimed he knows Simon. He has worked for him. Simon have done this. Simon have done that. Simon have done that. Simon have properties all over the world. Simon is working with Russia. Simon is an Interpol. He has a security office. He has an Interpol working with him. He has done this. He has done that. Trying to make himself relevant. Trying to cook up a lie that he wants to use to kill himself. These are the kind of idiots that we see. These are the kind of animals. People who will not use their brain for something good. They will use their brain only for something that is evil. Please, as you on this platform, click like. I can see 41 people watching. Only 14 were able to like. Please, these 41 people like. Every one of you should share to one person and click like. There is a thumbs up there. Just give a thumbs up to the video. It will help us to stand firm. It will help us to send this information to people that need it. This information is very, very important because so many people are in confusion. So many people are in confusion. So many lies are being told against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. So many lies is being told against Biafra. So many lies is being told against you and against me. And we have to debunk all those lies. The only way we can effectively debunk these lies is to make sure that the information gets across to everybody, both our friends and foes. So when you come into the platform, please click like, click the thumbs up. There's thumbs up. Give the thumbs up and share the video to one person or two. Share it in any platform you belong, in any WhatsApp group you belong. Share it. It is very important. We are in a very serious time, a time where the media war is a war that we must fight. This media war is intensive. This media war is a strong one. It is not a child's play. It is not a child. If you think the media war is not a child's play, the only thing you and I have is the social media. Social media is the only thing that Mazen Nandekano trained us for, hijacked it and gave it to us. We must not allow them to take it away from us. We must not allow them to take away the social media from us. And how are we going to stand firm? We are going to stand firm in social media by you sharing video and liking it. It will make them not to push us away. There are so many lies against you, against me. Every lie they tell against Mazen Nandekano is against you. Every lie they tell against Mazen Simon Ekpa is against you. Every lie is told against Biafra is against you. And we must continue to debunk all those lies. These people don't mean us well. Ask yourself, the people that we are shouting on their various platforms, they were shouting on their various platforms, calling for the head of our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, simply because Mazi Simon Ekpa said, Biafra, sit at home and secure yourself. Sit at home and secure yourself. Because Mazi Simon Ekpa said, sit at home and secure yourself. Sit at home and speak loud to the world that you don't want to be part of the zoo anymore. And they, the same people, sent the military to begin to kill the people. And they were the people who pushed propaganda and told people not to sit at home. They went and confused some few people who didn't have the mind of their own. The same people, they went and confused some people that didn't have the mind of their own. And they came out and the same military opened fire on them and took their life. A template they have played over and over again. This template has been played over and over again. It didn't start today. So why are you surprised when you see it? Why are you still doubting when you see it? Who caused the killing? Of course, we are not surprised. We are not confused. The people who claim to be confused and surprised are the people who are planning their evil, trying to demonize a legitimate effort of our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. An effort that is meant to secure our people, to rescue our people, and to give us a life. They are fighting it from all corners, from all angles, from all ages. And today, after the operation of the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen came. They came at a Yamufu, and many of our brothers and sisters lost their life. We have seen videos, we have seen pictures, we have seen evidence of the atrocity that Fulani is committed at a Yamufu. And when you go to their conventional media, everywhere is silent. Nobody is reporting it. You go to the social media, all these idiots, no one of them is reporting them, including the clowns that were laughing on their various platforms, saying they were crying. The clowns that were on their various platforms usually use their platform to propagate and call for the head of their own father. Those of them who were using their platform to call for the arrest of their own uncle, call for the arrest of their own life, call for different kinds of things, begin to abuse and insult the autopiloted IPOB for putting in place a security for their own people. Those people, after lives have been taken, none of them was talking. They kept silent. They pretend not to see it. They pretend not to hear about it. They pretend they don't know about it. It is still those same people. The same people you condemn, the same people they are calling them, they are still the people who are concerned and fighting for you. It is still the same autopiloted IPOB, the same spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is still the same person who is shouting and crying, defending you, sharing tears on a live television because of the life lost. But what is the other people doing? They are busy looking for propaganda, looking for blackmail, looking for their cheap blackmail propaganda. And they think that is how life flourishes. Life is not about propaganda and blackmail. Life is much greater than that. And you must wake up. You must wake up from your idiocy. You must wake up from that your criminality. Wake up from that your fraudulent life. Live a legitimate life for once. Live a reasonable life for once. At least live a reasonable life for once. The only thing you are good at is peddling lies and propaganda. Peddling lies and propaganda. That is why an idiot who called him name Divine Biron will sit down and begin to write grammar, begin to write a history he doesn't know. Begin to write history about Master Simon Ekpa that he doesn't know. Begin to write as if he had it in his code. Someone that Simon Ekpa doesn't know him from Adam. He claimed that he knows Simon Ekpa. He is his right-hand man. That he has worked with Simon Ekpa for years. Trying to deceive himself. Whom are you deceiving? Telling us, Simon Ekpa married from a royal family in Finland. Simon Ekpa did that. Simon Ekpa is a member of Interpol. Simon Ekpa is working with Russia. Simon Ekpa is it. Simon have properties all over the world. Simon is a good man. Simon is helping his village. Simon is this. And you think you can be able to deceive us with your trash. You think you can deceive us with your trash. You think you can deceive us with your lies and propaganda. The Biafrans know the truth. And I tell you, it's only the truth that can set you free. You call your name Divine. Any Biafra that comes across that very write-up article, if you come across that article, debunk it and tell them that that is a blatant lie. That idiot doesn't know Master Simon Ekpa from anywhere. These are still the same criminals. The same criminals, Department of Sabotua, it is the same criminals. They are still lining up all those articles. It is the same criminals that are writing those articles, claiming what they do not know. I tell you, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the area angle they follow. Biafran people know that which is right, and Biafran people continue to follow the right thing. Upon the fact that they are demonizing the sit at home, trying to discourage people. Today, people were still sitting at home on Monday. Monday, people are still sitting at home. Biafran land was still locked down on Monday. And it will continue. You see, sometimes, I don't know why they cannot learn. You cannot stop it. Biafran people on their own. You can only stop what you started or what you instituted. That is what you will stop. You can only stop that which you put in place. The sit at home is an agreement of the whole Biafran that they will sit at home until Mazen Nandekano is released. Anytime Biafrans reach an agreement, you can't stop it. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your goddamn time. Stop disturbing yourself, pushing your propaganda and blackmails. Stop that. The earlier you begin to understand that Biafran people are ready, more than ready to leave the Zoroastrian Republic, the better for you. And there is no amount of propaganda, no amount of blackmail that will make us to step back. As we are counting days, we are counting days. In a short while, we are going to move out of the zoo. In 2023, Biafra will be declared, whether you like it or not. It is not your choice. It is not in your hand to decide. Chukwu Okeke have given us that mandate. He said, move, go and possess. And who will say a word at the stance? Who? Who says a word at a stance? The only person that says a word at a stance is Chukwu Okeke. Once Chukwu Okeke pronounce a word, it will stand. There's nothing, there's no two ways about it. It doesn't need your help to make that word stand. When Chukwu Okeke utters a word, it doesn't need your help to make it stand. That is why you see that every word that Chukwu Okeke have given to Mazen Nandekano, that is today being carried on by our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa, their word stands. You can only blab, you can only rant and rant and rant. After you rant for 1 or 2 days, you are gone. You just rant for a while and you are gone. And we move on. With all your lying and propaganda for more than a year. For more than a year, now almost 1.5 years today. You have been pushing your propaganda and blackmail against Master Simon Ekpa. Where did he take you? Where did he lead you? What did you achieve? Nothing. Nothing. Did you make him stop pursuing Biafra? Of course you can't. Did you make him stop speaking the way he's speaking? You cannot. Biafrans are ready to go. 99% of Biafran people are ready to go. The 1%, which is not even up to 1%, they are just confused. They are just scared of the unknown. They are scared of the unknown because of their evil agenda, because of their greed. That is why they're not coming open. But I tell you, Biafrans are ready to go. With the kind of blackmail we are seeing today, with the kind of propaganda we are seeing coming against Master Simon Ekpa, that will show you that he is doing the right thing. on the right path. And every one of you watching, you know that today our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, is going to make a special announcement today by 8 p.m. Our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, have special announcement by 8 p.m. Biafran time. 8 p.m. Biafran time. Try to key in on that platform. Try to key in on that program so that you can get first-hand information. I tell you, information is key. That is why anytime I come online, I'm always begging you to like and share. Begging you to like and share. It is for your benefit. It's for my own benefit. It is for our benefit to make sure that our information goes far. That is why I beg you all the time. Please click like and share. It is important. It is your responsibility. It is my responsibility to protect Biafra land. We have to protect each other. We have to watch each other's back. And how are we going to do it? We will watch each other's back and protect each other by giving information out when we need to give it out. Just give information. Even if they don't believe, let them hear it so that they will say they didn't hear it. If they hear it and they go against it, then Chukwu Okakamen will be the judge. Chukwu Okakamen will vindicate us that we have said it, and their blood will not be on our head. It will be on their own head. That is why it is very important that we pass information across. Obey it. When you hear it, see it and obey, see it. It is to save your life. It is not to demonize you. It is not to show muscle against you. It is not to maltreat you, but to make you safe. The freedom of the Biafran people is overdue. The independence of Biafra is overdue. And we cannot afford to wait anymore. We are moving with speed, greater speed than you can ever imagine. And we will continue to move with that speed until we get into Biafra. No man born of a woman can stop it. No matter how you try. No matter your propaganda, your blackmail, and the angle you're coming from, all those your moves, you cannot stop the coming of Biafra. You can't. We have crossed the Rubicon. You can only say when. It's just a question of time. For stopping it, you can't. I tell you, you can't. Stopping Biafra is like committing suicide. That is what it is. And today, it has become even much more clearer than it was yesterday. The coming of Biafra has become very, very clear than it has ever been. Very clear to everybody. That is why we must pay attention. We want to carry everybody into Biafra land. Just like the language that our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, used, that we will abakalike every one of you into Biafra, including those who don't want to get in. Those who are scared. Those who don't want to get in, who are scared of the known, we will abakalike every one of you into Biafra land. And the evil ones that we survive to get into Biafra land, they will face the Biafran court. We will abakalike them into Biafra land, and they will face the Biafran court. If the court of Biafra say they are innocent, so be it, they go free. But if the court of Biafra found you guilty, you will face the full wrath of the law. Yes, you will face the full wrath of the law. If the Biafran court said that you are guilty, you will not be spared. We will never, ever, ever, ever spare you. You will face the full wrath of the law. Because the Biafra we are talking about is not a joke. Biafra have come to stay. Biafra has come to stay, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. The only thing you can do is to key in. And if you not to key in, as I always say, just carry your blanket, cover yourself, pretend as if you don't know that Biafra is happening. Just pretend as if you don't know what is happening. When we get into Biafra, you can come. But for you to stand in between, you are not going in and you're not going out, and you stand as a hindrance, a stumbling block. We will so crush you. We will so crush you that you will not reincarnate again. You stand in the way of Biafra. Biafra will crush you that you will never meet reincarnation. You will never reincarnate. We are saying everything we need to say. Give all the information we need to give. Put everything on the table for you. Make a wise choice. If you decide to commit suicide, your blood will be on your head. But as for us, we will always hold you up, give you that strength and energy to make you know that which is right and follow it. If you refuse to follow that which is right, your blood will be on your head. Your propaganda against Biafra, propaganda against Mazen Nandekano, propaganda against Mazen Simon Ekpa cannot save you. That propaganda against Mazen Simon Ekpa It will destroy you. It will destroy you the more. It cannot save you. You know, when Chukwukabian will destroy a man, he will make him deaf and dumb. That is why so many of you, even after you have seen people who tried in the past, they failed woefully. People who tried in the past, go and look at them today. They are nowhere to be found. They are not the same anymore. Still, you cannot learn your lesson because you have been marked for that. Because you have been marked for failure. That is why you cannot learn from other people's mistake. And you still come and you are writing trash against Master Simon Ekpa. You are writing trash. Somebody you don't know from Adam. Somebody you don't know from Adam. You just sit down and begin to cook all manner of information against Master Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is this. I know him. He is my friend. He is my colleague. He is my this. He is my partner. I'm working with him. I'm handling contract for him. An idiot. An idiot. You're handling Simon Ekpa, contract for Simon Ekpa, and you come to write an article to show the whole world that you are writing, you're handling a contract for him. For the world to clap you and praise for you. For Biafra to clap for you. Oh, you're the one handling his contract. Oh. This is how evil these people are. How senseless. You call your name Divine Be Wrong. Is that the name of a human being? Divine Be Wrong. Is that the name of a human being? You went and begin to peddle lies against Pastor Samuel, writing useless articles. A time you have used to write meaningful things. A time you would have used to write article for Biafra. A time you should have used to write about the atrocities that the Zoological Republic is committing against Biafran people. A time you have used to write article against the intimidation of the people. The Fulani killing in Biafra land. You didn't. You went and you begin to spend your precious time writing about Master Simon Ekpa that you know him when you don't know him from anywhere. Don't worry. The Biafrans will give you the Biafran treatment and you will be no more. The Biafrans will give you Biafran treatment. Whoever you are, you're hiding to write that very nonsense. Under which any name, you are writing that nonsense. You call your name Divine Be Wrong. You are a gunner. You are a gunner. You don't learn. People don't learn. You don't learn. Anybody that lies against Master Simon Ekpa, that brought war against Master Simon, they have always been destroyed. They never remain the same. Go and look at the journalist who lied against Master Simon Ekpa. And he came back behind and began to beg. The journalist who lied against Master Simon Ekpa, that Master Simon Ekpa has been arrested by Interpol. And he came behind and began to write letter to Master Simon Ekpa and tell him to forgive him. Mad people everywhere. And these are the kind of brown envelope journalists, useless people will have in Nigeria. They call themselves journalists. Somebody will give you an information. You will not verify. You will just go and begin to publish. This is the same thing Sahara Report is doing. Every time Sahara Report will do, ESN kill somebody, ESN attack, ESN operation, ESN like this, ESN that. Without any proper verification, without any investigation whatsoever. You go to Channel Television, oh, ESN did this, Master Samanaka did this one did this, Biafrans are doing this, agitators are doing this, without any investigation whatsoever. They will never investigate. All they sit in their office and they get a phone call, look at what is up, and they just carry it out without minding. These are the kind of criminals we have in Nigeria that call themselves journalists. A journalist that cannot go on the field. Look at the kind of death that is happening in a Hamufu. Look at the kind of massacre that happened in a Hamufu. Blood flowing. We saw gruesome videos that you dare not put it on YouTube. If you put it on YouTube, your YouTube is gone. The way life for people were smoked away from them. Children, mothers, uncles. And no media is reporting it. No media, everyone, they pretend not to see it. The clowns and the idiots who were calling for the head of Simon for calling it at home, all of a sudden they lost their voices. But I tell you, our spokesperson gave you 12 hours, and that 12 hours have elapsed. Just wait and see what is coming. Just wait and see what is coming. You haven't seen nothing yet. You are crying for 5 days fit at home. You are crying for 5 days. You will see Nketoro Biati. You will see Nketoro Biati. Just wait and see. 5 days sit at home, you're crying. You will see more. Since you have made it your own responsibility to fight against the restoration of Biafra, since you have made it a thing of joy, it has become a thing of joy for you to fight against legitimate groups that are fighting for Biafra. That is where you pay your own attention. Anything that will bring Biafra, you fight against it. You fight against it. You are fighting against your destiny. You are fighting against your existence. You are fighting against everything that made you what you are. And you will be stripped of it. You will be stripped of everything that made you what you are, including that life that you're boasting about, since you don't value other people's life. Since you don't value other people's life, yours will be taken away from you. We take your life away from you because you don't value other people's life. I said it when they were sharing their crocodile tears. When all of them became a comedian, all of them became a comedian, begin to share crocodile tears. For 5 days, sit at home. That was meant to protect Biafran people. 5 days, sit at home. That was meant to establish a strong statement that we don't want to be part of this terrorist government anymore. 5 days, sit at home. That was meant to train the Biafran people for what we are getting into. The enemies came and they attacked. Instead of you blaming the enemies, you came and you are blaming the people who are fighting to secure you. You went to the extent of writing a petition, went to the extent of sharing them. Some of them are making calls against a man that have put his own life on the line for you. This is how evil some people are. This is how evil some people are. And this kind of attitude is common among the black race. The attitude is very common among the black race. They do not celebrate their heroes when they are alive. They celebrate their heroes when they are dead. They never celebrate their heroes when they are alive until when they are dead. They begin to celebrate them. Just like they're celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of DSS. Some of them, all of a sudden, they realized that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was doing it well. The people that said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it well, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is taking the laws into his hand, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is too harsh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is this and that. All of a sudden today, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not in the picture anymore, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS, they are now saying that it is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that doing it well. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was to be around, it should not be this way. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was to be around, it should not be this way. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Today, they are the same language they have now diverted all those their attack on Mazi Simon Ekpa. Today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not doing it well. He's too harsh. Why is he taking laws into his hand? He's not. What are you doing? Are you sure you are fighting for Biafra? Are you sure? The same thing that we are telling Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just some few years ago. The same thing that we were telling Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The whole world was shouting against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But today, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the DSS, and all of a sudden, they have started praising him. They are now praising him. People who hated him with all God, go and check them. All these people who were sharing tears, who were talking about Mazen Nnamdi, go to their platform and check what they have been saying about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If they have not deleted it, go and check what they have been saying about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for the past years. These are a bunch of animals that don't have anything to offer to you. Today, the attack is on Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please, as you join the platform, I urge you to click like and share. We are having a serious attack online. They are making sure that we don't send our message across. They are making sure that lesser people listen to us. The only way you can break that hold of making lesser people listen is by you liking. When you like and you share, you will make the algorithm of the YouTube to send information to people to come and watch us. That is why it is important for you to like. Your liking the program doesn't mean you are giving me anything. It doesn't mean you are doing it for yourself and for me. You are making the job easy for every one of us. You are making sure that the information gets to everyone. Because there are so many lies and propaganda that we must continue to debunk on a daily basis. And we must make sure that even our foes and our enemies will continue to hear, whether they like it or not. We will open their ear. We will shout and shout. Our spokesman, someone will say, we should increase our shout. That's a shout. They say we are making noise. We should increase that noise. You remember? Our spokesperson, someone will say, we should increase the noise, increase the level of the noise so they will hear it. How are we going to increase the level of noise? You will help me. You will help me to increase the level of noise by sharing this video and by liking so that people will hear it. We are in a very tight time, a time where the enemy is not sleeping. The enemy is working 247. 247, they are working, they are not sleeping. It is only us who are sleeping. It is only those of us who are fighting for our freedom. We are the one even sleeping. The enemy that doesn't want us to get our freedom, they don't sleep. They work 247. That is why you see them every time they are bringing new article. Every time they're writing one new thing. Every time they're inventing new thing. Every time. If not for our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, who is stepping up the game, our spokesperson, Master Simon, is far, far, far ahead of them. Far, far, far ahead of them. Before even they would make their move, already he has seen it. What Master Simon Ekpa sees sleeping, if they stay awake for 100 years, they will not see it. All these lines that we are bringing from, they say, Master Nanekano say, do you remember when Master Simon Ekpa blocked that? All this instruction from Master Nanekano, they say, Master Nanekano said this, Master Nanekano said that, Master Nanekano said that, from the DSS. Before they started bringing all those lines, Master Simon Ekpa saw it from the DSS and he said, we will not take order anymore from the DSS. That we will only take order from Master Nanekano when he is out and speaking with us in a free world. We didn't know why he made that comment until when they come today, when you begin to see them begin to bring all manner of lies. Master Nanekano said, Master Nanekano said, Master Nanekano said, when he didn't say anything. And when Master Nanekano said, they will never say it. When he gives them information, they will never do it. It will be the other way around. We have to stand up. Stand firm. Any place you are as a Biafran, stand firm. Stand firm. This is the time for you to rise up. Rise up as a Biafran. Rise up. We are going home. We are going home. And if you are watching from Biafran land, you must be security conscious at this minute of time. Be security conscious. If you see something, say something. Don't keep silent. Don't keep it to yourself. If you hear anything, reach out to any media warrior. Reach out to any one of the media warriors and give the information. The autopiloted media warriors, you know them. We have their numbers. Reach out to anybody and pass information so that we can help and disseminate the information. Anyone who can reach out. In your own locality, our spokesman has said it a very long time that in our own locality, we should form a cell group. Just form a cell group. You can call it any name. Call it a cell group. Call it a response group. Call it a security group. Form groups in your own area that will respond to things when they happen. Groups that will respond to something. When you hear the cry of your brother, you run out and help him. When you see something, you shout and let him go out, let the people know. We cannot afford to continue to see the blood of our people flow. We can't afford it. It is too much. It is too much. The Biafra we are fighting for, it is human beings that will be in it, not animals, not trees. The Biafra we are fighting for, we are looking for a Biafra. We are a human being, we exist. We are you and I will be there with our families and in-laws and friends. It's not a good sight to watch our brothers and sisters being mowed down. As you see those people lying dead in videos, as you see them, put yourself in their shoes. As you see them lying, just put yourself, just take it that it is you, it is your brother, it is you that is lying there, lifeless. Those people you saw that are being butchered and slaughtered, they are part of you. It is you. Just close your eyes and begin to imagine how you will feel if that happens to you. Just close your eye for a second and begin to imagine. Imagine if such a thing happens to you as a person. Being caught in your body, caught in your neck, caught sliced into pieces. How will you feel? Just think for once. Within yourself for once. Just close your eye for once and feel it. You see, when I think about it, I begin to feel the pain even without the knife touching me. Just imagine somebody raising up a knife to cut you. Close your eyes and we imagine somebody raising up a knife to slice your body, slice you on different kinds of your body. Imagine to wake up to your loved one and see your loved one in a pool of blood. How are you going to feel? Will you still be there gossiping? Will you still be waiting for Master Simon Ekpa to beg you to come out? Will you still be waiting for ESN to be sponsored? The only reason why some of us are not taking it seriously is because you are still waiting for it to happen to you. You are still waiting until it happens to somebody that is connected to you directly before you begin to feel the pain. That is why idiots, clowns, animals will come and cry when they are not supposed to cry. We come and begin to shed their crocodile tears. Share their crocodile tears to distract the Biafran people from the real thing that is happening. Now, the real killers have come to take the life of innocent Biafran. The real oppressors, the real people that want to destroy you and take your land, they have come in operation. And after that operation, nobody from anywhere is talking. The organized team will disappear completely. The politicians disappear. The comedians disappeared. The musicians and the celebrities, all of them, they disappeared completely to thin air. You couldn't hear any one of their voices because it is not a member of your family. Because they don't want it to trend. Because they are afraid of their career. Their federal government have told them, don't talk about the operation of the Fulani. None of them want to anything to do. They don't want to have anything to do with Fulani. When it has the Fulani issue, they don't want to talk about it. They want to have anything to do with it. But when it has to do with their own brother, when it has to do with their own brother in the southern part of Nigeria, you will see them. They will climb on top of a mountain and begin to shout. When it has to do with their own brother, they will climb on top of mountain and they will begin to announce it and shout. Mad people everywhere. Mad people. These are the bunch of idiots you see. People that you cannot lay your hope on. You cannot in any way lay your hope on them. You can't lay on them. When you see them begin to brag, some of them will come and begin to tell you how many people they have helped. They begin to come and tell you how they share money. They go to social media platform, begin to share money to individuals. Begin to share money and begin to announce it, begin to cover it. Some will boast of buying car to people. The car you are dashing people, where are they going to drive it? You are only setting them up. You are only setting your brother up for Fulanis to kidnap him. All those money you are throwing up in the social media, you are the one, you are part of the problem. Those of you throwing those money and sharing all those money, you are part of the problem. You are part of the one inviting the Fulanis headers to come and kill people. You are the one inviting the kidnappers, because when you are sharing all those money on social media, you're throwing them. Now you made them to believe that there are a lot of money in your area. You have made them to believe that you don't know how to use money. You have made them believe that you abuse money and you are senseless, that you don't know how to utilize the money that you have within you. That is why you see them coming there to kidnap you. So when you come to boast on social media and tell us you are sharing money, you are sharing car, you are a clown. That is what you are. You are irresponsible clown, and you are part of the problem. Because it is that money you showcase on the social media, that money you are sharing and throwing around, that is what is inviting the kidnappers. You are the one inviting them, ringing bell and telling them there is money in the southern part, and they should come and take it. That you don't know how to make use. You don't know how to use your money. That you have excess that you cannot be able to apply, make use of. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. When you are supposed to protest, you don't protest. When you're supposed to talk, you don't talk. All these clowns, they were there. I saw a video where money was found, where money, they kept money. Cash was kept until it got rotten. Cash, raw money, was hidden. Hidden from the public until it stayed there and decayed. Money decayed. This is how evil people, politicians in the Zodiac Republic, this is how evil they are. Somebody took money that was supposed to, money is not something you have to go and keep in one place. It's supposed to invest. Even if you don't have the mental capability to think of an investment, why do you open an NGO and begin to give, not even dash, call people in your area, in locality, and borrow them the money and tell them to give you interest on it. Somebody took those money, open a warehouse, put them there, and the money stayed there until the money. They have started their attack. So sorry, my people. They have started the attack. Please, anytime you see them going the attack, just have patience and just wait for a while. We'll still come back. This is what we are facing. This is what we are facing. And the only way we can overcome this kind of attack you're seeing is by you sharing the program and also liking. When you like and share, we can be able to overcome all this attack you're seeing. So as I was saying, each time when we are preaching the message and bringing out their fault, they begin to attack. They begin to restrict our views. They begin to make sure they hinder us. But they cannot stop us. It doesn't matter how they try. They should try more. Let them go and increase their power and strength and try. So as I was saying, in that zoological republic where you saw money was discovered, a money that was meant to build a life for people was taken and hidden somewhere until that money, cash, spoiled and become useless, got rotten. And when you saw that, there was no uproar, there was no protest anywhere, there was no uproar, there was no crying anywhere. People pretend as if they didn't see it. People just saw it online and they shouted, and that is the end of it. We didn't hear that anybody was arrested, the owner of that money. We didn't hear that was the end of it. But when you come out to demand for your freedom, a legitimate right for your own people. When you come out to make sure that the voice of your people is being heard, you see idiots coming out to demonize you. You see idiots coming out to call for your arrest. It's idiots coming to ask you, are you the only one suffering? Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Every atrocity that you are committing against your people, you will pay. And every one of you that is supporting One Nigeria and supporting Peter Obi, One Nigeria will definitely happen to you. It will definitely happen to you in one way or the other. Just pray that after One Nigeria happens to you, that you'll be alive to tell the story. That should be your prayer point. Pray that when One Nigeria happens to you, that you will be alive to tell the story. But as for One Nigeria happening to you, One Nigeria must happen to every one of you that today is talking about obedience. Every single one of you that is talking about obedience. By 2023, when your eye begin to clear, One Nigeria will happen to you. But pray earnestly, so that you'll be alive to tell the story of what One Nigeria did to you. Today is becoming much clearer. When we tell them, they will never believe. This time around, just as our spokesperson, Master said, this time around, if it is a mistake, we will make that mistake. Since independent up till now, all these idiots who call themselves elders, all these white-haired men, they have been making the mistake for how many years? For how many years? 60-something years, they have been making mistakes, doing one wrong mistake or the other. This time around, it is the young people who want to make that mistake. The young people, we want to make that mistake. Let us make that mistake. Whatever be the result, so be it. Yes. If what we are doing is wrong, let us do it wrongly and make mistake for once. But for us to begin to listen to these elders again, no. There's no more time for that. They have exhausted all their own opportunity. This time around, it is for the youths. We are taking our destiny. Biafran youths are taking their destiny to their own. We are not like Nigerian youths. Hear me and hear me clear. We are not Nigerian youths. Nigerian youth that would have went and begin to fight for only NSAS, only SARS to close SARS, and they were murdered. Just SARS alone. They were not talking about changing the government. They were not talking about transforming the government. They weren't talking about changing the system. Only SARS only. They were protesting for one single thing. And many of them lost their life without a decent burial, without a compensation, without even accepting that they were killed. Up to today, the federal government denying them burial, denying them every of their rights. We are not like you people. All this One Nigerianists, we are not like you. And it is these same idiots who went to protest for only one section, only police to close down, and they lost thousands of people in the NSAS. Many people lost that without any decent burial. It is the same, all those idiots that are coming to talk to us, those of us who are asking for our total freedom, absolute and total freedom. Those of us who are asking for self-determination that is our right, enshrined by international law, enshrined by African law, and even the zoological law itself. They come to bring mud, or they call for our arrest, a call for our intimidation, call for this and call for that. We are not like you. We know what we are looking for, and we go for it, and we must get it. What we are asking for is our freedom. If you are one of those obedient, talking about One Nigeria will definitely happen to you. No matter where you hide. No matter where you hide yourself, One Nigeria will definitely happen to you, and you will pay. The only thing I'm telling you is that pray hard that when One Nigeria happens to you, that you will be able to tell the story. Pray that when One Nigeria happens to you, that you will be alive, you still have the breath to tell the story of how it happened. But as for One Nigeria happening to you, it will definitely happen to you. It will. It will happen to you. Every propaganda blackmail you're bringing against Biafran people, every of your attack against Biafran people, everything, it will go back to you. Master Simon Ekpa is a very good man. Very, very good man, that he doesn't want to see somebody hurt. That is why every time he warn you. That is why every time he will warn you first. Don't fight me. Do not fight me. Do not fight me. And that is why he doesn't come first. He doesn't attack first. People will attack him several times, again and again, and he continues to warn before he will lift his hand and speak. And whenever he speaks, whatever he says, come to pass. Ejiofor was warned. The Karo White lawyer was warned so many times. He was warned so many times. Retreat from your evil. Retreat from your bad report. Retreat from your destructive report. And he refused. He refused until Mazi Simon Ekpa came down on him to begin to reveal every secret about him. When it was already time, reveal secret about him. Because it had become very, very imperative that it must be revealed. A mole in us, the eye of the government in IPOB, the eye of the government against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Simon Ekpa used that illustration, the eye, some of us got it wrong. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was telling us that Ifeanyi Ejiofor is the eye of the government, some people thought it was a joke. But after this man went to court to sue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the second time, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have gotten victory, this man went back to sue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again and pretended he was suing Simon Ekpa. I saw one of all those errats trying to explain and say he's responding to, I don't know whoever he says he's responding to, explain the suit of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, trying to explain it. Every single accusation that Mazi Simon Ekpa brought against against Ejiofor, they are facts, verifiable facts. Every single accusation that Mazi Simon Ekpa brought against the Karo White lawyer is a fact that it can verify. And if you feel that Mazi Simon Ekpa have lied to you in a way, what you should have done, Finland is very, very close here. Get a visa. If you can't, get an international lawyer in Finland to stand for you over there, or take Mazi Simon Ekpa to ICC. Because you and I know that Mazi Simon Ekpa is no longer a Nigerian citizen. He is a Biafran citizen and a Finnish citizen. And he has no business coming to answer you in Nigeria. In Nigeria, there is lawless. A Nigerian where there is law doesn't exist. And this same man who went to sue Mazi Simon Ekpa knows that the law doesn't function. Knows that Nigeria is a lawless country. His client has been granted freedom. And they refuse to let him go. And all of a sudden, he's going there to go and report his client again. To show you that he is part of the problem. He is making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be free. He went back. The same man went back to sue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the second time. Instead of you fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, you went now to provide more evidence that will make them to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In the same court where you are trying to rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going back there to sue him for his arrest. And you say you are trying to arrest Mazi Simon Ekpa, disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ordained by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, building on the foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you want to arrest him, and you claim to be defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you not mad? Conflict of interest. Even if he's an illiterate, an uneducated illiterate can not make that kind of a move. An uneducated illiterate will not make that kind of a move that this man who claimed to be a lawyer made. An uneducated illiterate in Biafra land cannot make that move. In a court where you are defending your client, who is being charged for a certain offense, in that same court where you are defending him, you are still going there to report another person. You are still going there to report your client child on the same offense you are defending. Only a madman will come online and begin to defend that nonsense. I saw the clown that was trying to defend him. And when you look at them, you begin to see the argument. I begin to wonder, where did they leave their brain? And where you will know that these people are very senseless. If you see how they take their time, how difficult it is for them to be, they write things down. I saw the idiot, he was even reading from paper. He was reading from paper, reading what they wrote for him to read. I saw him, he was reading what they wrote for him. When I come to broadcast, I don't write anything down. I do not write anything down. I don't need to write anything down on how I'm going to do my broadcast. All I need to do is to on my camera and I will begin to broadcast. Because what I am speaking is the truth and nothing but the truth. As long as you're standing on the truth and speaking the truth, you don't need anything to beautify. You don't need to beautify it. You don't even need to put it any sugar, coat it or whatever. You don't need to begin to speak slangs or begin to learn the language. If you are telling the truth, just give it raw. The same way you get it, deliver it. I don't come here to write my speech or write my messages or write. I don't write anything. If it is time for me to broadcast, when my broadcast time reach, I will on my camera. And Chukwu Okike will speak to his own people. Chukwu Okike will choose a word and speak to his own people. But when you see all these criminals, I saw the one that was trying to defend the Jeffon, saying he's responding to somebody. He wrote something down after reading whatever he wrote down, which he cannot explain. And you saw his flimsy arguments. I wonder the kind of people who are listening to him. Well, birds of the same feather flock together. Because nobody has a sensible argument will stay there and be listening to that trash. You listen to that trash. If you have a problem with Master Samuel, that genuinely you, assuming you have a problem with Master Samuel and you want to face Master Samuel, you know where to go. You know where to go and face him. Not in a lawless country where you know that he will never come. You can't. And you that claim to be a Biafra, defending Biafra, looking forward to Biafra, you are going to the court of the enemy to sue your own brother. What does that tell? What does that tell? What does it show? When we say that these people, none of them believe in Biafra. These are the bunch of clowns who have been holding Mazen Nandekano down for a very long time. These are the bunch of idiots that have held Mazen Nandekano captive. Mazen Nandekano is one person. He cannot be everywhere at the same time. He was able to use the people around him. But eventually, every clown, every idiot around him, they were all sell out. The people who were supposed to stand with him and fight this battle, every one of them were all sell out. Thanks to Chukwu Okike who brought Master Simon on board. Thanks to Chukwu Okike who brought our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa. And that was why when they saw him, all hell break loose. When they saw Master Simon Ekpa, all hell break loose. They couldn't hold it. And let me tell you, Master Simon Ekpa was one of the reasons why they kidnapped Master Nandekano. You can imagine what will happen if Master Nandekano and Master Simon Ekpa are on board, working together. Oh God. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought if Master Simon Ekpa and Master Nandekano were running the affairs of IPAB together? Have you ever thought of the success we would have made by now? These people, it is because of Master Simon Ekpa, the fear of Master Simon Ekpa was made them to take away Master Nandekano. And one of them confessed about it. One of the clans, one of the social media Irat confessed about it. He said that Master Nandekano brought Master Simon Ekpa from the back door without telling them. Now, why would Master Nandekano go and bring Master Simon Ekpa without telling them, without informing them? Those were one of the reasons why Master Nandekano was taken out. And when they did it, they thought they were going to survive. They didn't know that all things worked for good to them that love Chukwu Okike. Every single step you take against the children of Chukwu Okike will turn out for their own good. When they were doing it, when they were planning the arrest of Mazen Nandekano, they were thinking that after arresting Mazen Nandekano, that comes the end of the whole show. They didn't know that even taking Mazen Nandekano out was to create an avenue to separate the wheat from the chaff. They didn't know that taking Mazen Nandekano was to unveil a new dimension. They didn't know that Mazen Nandekano have completed his assignment. And when they took him out, Mazen Nandekano anointed Master Simon Ekpa. He didn't keep quiet. The first opportunity he has, the very first opportunity Mazen Nandekano had, he told Master Simon Ekpa, go and speak to Biafran people. The very first opportunity he has, he couldn't hold it back. He said, go and speak to Biafran people. Go and speak to Biafran people. It's a direct order. A direct. Even though they try to filter it, the real message was go and pilot the affairs of IPOB until I come. That was the real message. Tell Master Simon Ekpa to start piloting the affairs of IPOB until I come. That was the real message. And they went and diluted it. They said you should go and broadcast. Even in that same broadcast, they are not still comfortable. Because they know what he's made of. They know what he's made of. Let me tell you, your enemy, sometimes our enemy knows us better than we know ourselves. Your enemy, somebody who's your enemy, we know you better than you know yourself. There are certain things you don't know about yourself that your enemy knows. There are so many things, you that is watching me, there are so many things you don't know about yourself, but your enemy has investigated and know it, and that is why he's chasing you. These people, they have seen Master Simon Ekpa and they have investigated, they have verified through their dubious means, and they knew that Simon Ekpa is somebody unbribable. Simon Ekpa cannot be manipulated. Simon Ekpa did not come to the Biafran struggle for business. He didn't come for their agitating career. He came to actualize Biafra legitimately, and he will never be bribed. They knew, they saw it, and that was why they began to fight him. Only the brokers, they couldn't even allow him. And as I said, all things worketh for good to them that love to go Kakabiam, not allowing him still work for his own good. His platform became stronger and stronger, stronger and stronger. And before you know it, his platform took over the struggle. Which I can tell you, if Master Simon was in Radio Biafra, they would have caged him. They would have caged him. Maybe sometimes you come to broadcast, they will tell you it's not time. Well, you guys say, slow down, say this or don't say that. All things work for good to the natural cover. There are some things that happens that we don't take. Let me tell you, your enemy have some information about you that you don't know. That is why when I tell you that Biafra come, the coming of Biafra, the Janjaweed know about it. The Janjaweed, they know about the coming of Biafra. But so many Biafrans don't know. So many of us who are claiming to be Biafrans, who are here, we don't know. We don't even believe it. We don't even believe it. But the Janjaweed, our enemies, they know that Biafra is coming. And that is why you see what Buhari have done. Buhari himself know. The late Muhammad Buhari know that Biafra is coming with speed. That is why you see the way they are stealing everything in that zoological body. They have stolen everything. The treasury of the country is completely empty. A country that produces oil and produces all manner of wealth, but yet, as it stands today, they borrow money to service their debt. They borrow money to pay workers. They don't have, let alone have, they don't have any, Nigeria doesn't have it anymore. They have stolen every garden thing that you can talk about. It is because they know what is coming. And they try to steal as much as they can to keep them alive for as long as they can keep them. Your enemy knows certain things about you that you don't know about. Sometimes some of us are not paying attention. Sometimes some of us are lazy. Sometimes some of us are ignorant. Your enemy have information about you that you don't know. That is why sometimes you'll be imagining, this person, I didn't do him anything and he's fighting me. This person, I didn't do anything and he's hating me. This person, sometimes will ask you that social person is doing something against you. You say, but I don't have anything to do with him. I have not done anything. I have not talked to you. He has an information about you that you don't have. That is life. They have information about you that you yourself don't have. That is how far your enemy can go. Enemies don't sleep. Unlike you and I, we go to sleep and we relax. All is well. We feel less concerned. Even when we are being told to sit at home, we say, oh, is it not Simon giving the order? Why must Simon give order? Someone will tell you, Biafra is coming. We've been hearing it for a very long time. Someone will tell you, support the ESN. You say, you will not believe him. You don't pay attention out of your greed, out of your envy, out of your jealousy. But the enemy is not taking Master Simon Ekpa for granted. Let me tell you that. The enemy of Biafra is not taking Master Simon Ekpa for granted. Even as Biafran people are taking him for granted. You see Biafran people joking with his information. See Biafran people playing around him. See Biafran people using him for fun. The enemy, they are not playing with Master Simon Ekpa. They know him better than you do. The enemy know him better than you do. That is why they are fighting by all means. You see the way the attack have intensified. They don't even hide their military supporting the Janjaweed this time around. The support of the military for the Fulani headers, killer headers, is no longer hidden. They are not doing it in the open. They do it in the open. It is because they know what is coming. They know what is coming. But I tell you, you must pay attention. Do not listen to any propaganda. And the worst is that the people that are pushing propaganda against our spokesman Simon Ekpa are Biafran people themselves. People from the southern part of Nigeria who he is trying to secure, they are pushing propaganda against him. What are you going to get in that? Just like the article I'm telling you about. An idiot, a clown went and wrote article against Simon Ekpa and say he's writing for Simon Ekpa. An idiot called Divine Biron. An idiot called Divine Biron. If you have not seen that article, you might come across it, and some of you must have seen that article. That man is a clown. He doesn't know Master Simon Ekpa in any way. Somebody writing all manner of trash against Simon Ekpa. That Simon Ekpa married from a royal family in Finland. Simon Ekpa has properties in all parts of Africa. Simon Ekpa has properties in all parts of the world. Simon Ekpa has a contact with Russia and they're making arrangements. Simon Ekpa have this. Simon Ekpa have this. All manner of bunkum he has just said. Simon Ekpa is a philanthropist. He gave him money. Simon Ekpa sent him $15,000 to 3 days ago to go and give people. He gave him more money to go and buy Christmas gift for people 2 days ago. All lies that are targeted to destroy somebody who is fighting for you. This man doesn't know Simon from anywhere. This man has no contact with Simon. Simon doesn't know the idiot and he doesn't know a shit about Simon. He just wrote that article to plan their next move. That is why if you don't hold yourself together, when you read that article, you think that man knows someone really. When you read the article, you will think that the idiot knows Simon, but he doesn't know any shit about Simon. All is lie. Blatant lie from the pit of hell. If you have not seen the article, you're going to see the article. Maybe in some of the groups I will post the article so that people can see it. This is how far the enemy can go. This is how far the enemy can go because they know what you're made of. Your enemy know you better than you know yourself. That's one thing we don't understand. The enemy, they know you better than you know yourself. That is why even when you're sleeping, they are not sleeping. That is when you think it's over, they are just starting. And that is why you must fight and fight and fight by all means. Do not relent. Don't give an inch. Don't give any space. Any slightest space you give for them, they will utilize it. Don't give it. If you are a genuine Biafran, don't give it. That is why you must not give any space. If you hear an order from our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, sit at home. Sit your butt at home. It is to save you. It is to save you. Master Simon Ekpa, Chukwu Okike Abiama is using him immensely. Using him in a way that you cannot be able to explain. Chukwu Okike Abiama is passing information to him, and he is passing those information to us. Unimaginable way. Some decision that he takes, you will never ever understand the kind of decision he takes until when you begin to see why he said what he said. So many decisions he has taken, you will not understand until when the jungle matures, you begin to understand. But the enemy knows that he has a lot upstairs. Enemy knows that he has a lot to offer. Enemy knows that he is capable of handing us over Biafra. That is why you see the kind of attack they unleash on him. All the country, the whole media, the media of the country, their newspaper, their television houses, all their social media warriors, every one of them came out against one man. If he doesn't have anything to offer, you can't see such attack. They are coming against him because he has a lot here. They know it. Even you and I, we don't know it. Some of us who are here, you don't even trust, you don't even know about Simon Ekpa the way the enemy knows his capability. Some of us still think he's just entertaining us. Some of us still think that Master Simon Ekpa is entertaining us. Some of us think he's just entertaining us until Master Simon Ekpa comes out. But I tell you, the enemy knows him better than you do. But what I have to tell you, my advice to you, if you hear any information from Master Simon Ekpa, take it serious. Every single word that comes out from his mouth, even when he's laughing, take it serious. That platform, when you see him sitting on that platform, he is not there for joke. So many of you who followed Master Simon Ekpa before now, who followed Master Simon in the early days, Simon Ekpa took time to consecrate that very platform you are seeing. That platform you are seeing was consecrated. There was a time we were holding Sunday service on that very platform you saw. Every one of you saw it. He will hold a complete service. He will dance. He will read the Bible and conduct a full service on that very platform you are seeing. When he was preparing for this journey. So don't take it for a joke. Those of you, I'm not talking about people who were following when Mazen Nanikana was still with us. People who were following Mazi Simon Ekpa in early days, Simon Ekpa was conducting a full service consecrating that very platform to make it what it is today. That is why any word that comes out from his mouth in that platform, don't take it for a joke. Don't take it for a joke. You must take it very, very serious. If you take it for a joke, you are risking your own life. When you hear sit at home, sit your butt at home. It is to save you. When you hear civil disobedience, engage in it. When you hear contribute if you have something to contribute. Both financial and whatever he said you want, do it without hesitation. The word you're hearing is not just another word. I tell you, if Mazen Nandekano was with us, he would be doing exact thing Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing, if not more. If Mazen Nandekano was to be with us, he will do exact thing Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing, if not more. That's why I tell you, don't joke. Don't play. Be serious. Be serious at any moment. Be serious with the situation. Be serious with the time that we're in. Chukwu Okokabiyama is going to lead us through. Today, our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is going to make a special announcement by 8 p.m. Biafra time. Every one of us must be there to get the information firsthand. A lot is happening. Our spokesperson yesterday gave 12 hours. He gave 12 hours to all these criminals in Biafra land, the politicians, Ohanes and Dibo, and all those clowns who are crying. He gave them 12 hours, and that 12 hours have elapsed. He is going to pronounce a special announcement today by 8 p.m. Be there. Get the information firsthand. And share the information. Very, very important. When you go to any platform of autopilot, any autopilot platform, share the few. When you just go, share the videos, share. Don't keep it to yourself. Keeping it to yourself will not help you. At this time, we have to make sure that we take over the media. The media war has started already. It has started, and we are winning. And the way we can be able to keep the tempo, and overcome, is you doing your own part. Make sure you do your own part. Don't allow anybody to push you aside. Keep your own part. Do your own part. That part, that's your own role. Do it. Share videos. Click like. Once you get there, click like. That you're liking the video. As you're liking the video, the algorithm of YouTube will be sending that video to everybody that has something to do with Biafra. All the people that like Biafran videos, it will be posted it to them, and they will get the information. That is why this like, when we shout like, it is very important. It helps. It helps. It helps. When you like video, it helps to send information across, to make people sure that people connect. Do not put yourself behind. Do not allow yourself to be overtaken. Do not allow yourself to be dehumanized. Do not allow people to take your freedom. Freedom is not dashed. Freedom is fought for. In any place you hear in this world, have you ever seen they say freedom was dashed? You will hear that people fought for their freedom. You can never hear that people beg for their freedom. You cannot hear that people were given dashed freedom. No. People fight for their freedom and they get it. People fight for their freedom and they get it. Freedom is not cheap. It is very, very, very expensive. And you must be ready to pay the price. Freedom is very, very, very expensive. And you must be ready to pay the price. My brothers and sisters, we must have to sit up. This is not a time to sleep. Remember the time we are. We are in the time of war. If you don't know it now. We are in a time of war. We are no longer we are in a time of war. Get that in your head. So wherever you are, you have to sit up and stand up. May Chukwu Okokabiyama continue to guide and protect every one of you who have been patient in this very platform today to join me to support and share and like. Every single hand that has shared this video today, every hand that have liked the video, may Chukwu Okokabiyama continue to guide and protect you, bless you and secure you. You are going to see Biafra in your lifetime. If you are a Biafran, you will definitely see Biafra in your lifetime. You will never lose your life. If you are from Oduduwa land, you will see Oduduwa in your lifetime. Chukwu Okokabiyama guide and protect all the Oduduwa people. May Chukwu Okokabiyama guide and protect all the Biafran people, may Chukwu come and guide and protect all the Middle Beltans. Everybody that is genuinely seeking for freedom, Chukwu Okekabiama will guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okekabiama continue to guide and protect and secure every single one of us, wherever we are. May Chukwu come and guide and protect our ESN, the ESN that are fighting for us day and night, all the armed groups, the BNL, the BNG, and every other armed group that is fighting for legitimate rights of their people. May Chukwu come and guide and protect and secure you. Our Umuada, Honorable Azuka, and Umuada, may Chukwu come and guide and protect every one of you, secure you, give you strength, give you more wisdom, knowledge, understanding. No evil shall befall you. May Chukwu guide and protect our media warriors, all our media warriors on different platforms. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu guide and protect Sunday Igboho and Professor Kintoye. May Chukwu continue to give them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They continue to pilot the affairs of the Odua people until they get into the promised land. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We commit him into the hand of Chukwu. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No amount of blackmail, no propaganda fashioned against him shall prosper. Every attack against Mazi Simon Ekpa, both spiritually and physically, will be destroyed. Chukwu will build a wall of fire around him, that no way to the hand of Chukwu may he be protected all the days of his life. We commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onto the hand of Chukwu, that Chukwu will continue to bear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his hand, continue to protect him, secure him, and keep him safe for us. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at this minute, we cover him with the presence of Chukwu. No poison placed in his body will have effect. Every attack against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall be destroyed. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. I say no weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. They will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra is here already. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Please try to key in onto the broadcast of our spokesperson, 8 p.m. Biafran time. 8 p.m. He is going to make a special announcement. Be there and get the information firsthand. Thank you so much for joining and stay blessed. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu. Bye-bye.